Yesterday, Honorable AKENA, who is also a son of the former president Obote, came out and castigated the NRM members who are using malice in the Oyam by-election. He came out and said that the NRM are coming out with a propaganda saying that Jimmy AKENA should come and support the NRM candidate.
There are some members of the ruling party who are trying to portray themselves as saints on this issue of supporting a candidate who is from the family of the bereaved. And they have gone as far as saying that I used that one. I'm a beneficiary of that sort of campaign. Now, I needed to point out to them very clearly that when I stood in 2006, the regional vice chairman or the national vice chairman for Northern Region of NRM was the candidate I stood against. And the chairman of NRM, who was the President of the Republic, campaigned for his candidate. I have not complained. I am here in Oyam campaigning for the UPC candidate, and I'm supporting my candidate, and I believe that those who support other candidates can support the other candidates. They don't have to drag me into their own confusion or disagreements, but I am here to support the UPC candidate, and I'm going to support the UPC candidate until the final ballot is cast.
But before I speak on this, I want to let you know that if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sura Mawagali. There is a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel to keep your eyes on. We must first start from the basics. 1. Why is there a by-election in Oyam? A member of parliament who was representing that constituency was shot dead. His name was Charles Engola. And his son, who's also known as Engola, came out to contest in the same position and is carrying the NRM flag. Right now, as I talk to you, there are 4 parties which have fielded candidates. Charles Engola, the child of the bereaved, holding the NRM flag. NUP has put a candidate. UPC has put a candidate, and FDC has put a candidate. There is also a loud silence of the Democratic Party. Yet, its President General, Norbert Mao, comes from the larger northern region. Oyam is an interesting district because it is where the wife of Jimmy AKENA comes from. He also represents, I think, Oyam South, if I'm not mistaken. It is where Jimmy AKENA has his stronghold. So I think Jimmy AKENA fielded a candidate is also trying to test waters in the region. Secondly, I keep on telling people that there is nothing difficult as winning an election which has a relative of the bereaved, because the masses tend to vote for that candidate as a way of commiserating, as a way of paying mabugo to that person. And that is why after these by-elections, 99.9% of these candidates who are elected never come back to parliament, which shows that in the first place they were not eligible to be voted for. Secondly, there will also be some interesting things to see, because Norbert Mao comes from the northern region, Jimmy AKENA comes from the northern region, and these two leaders are trying to buttress, are trying to look for support, are trying to build up support in their stronghold. We all know that the northern region has been having a vacuum of leadership. What do I mean by this? The northern region, since I think 2006 has been lacking strong candidates to run for president. May ask me that very many candidates have been running from the northern region, from the wife of Obote, Miri Obote, from Norbert Mao, from Awori and different others. These people have been running, but without a proper support, even from within their backyard. All those people who ran for president have always been defeated, even in their backyard. So I think Jimmy AKENA is trying to show his muscle in his backyard. Because in the previous by-election, UPC has not been fielding candidates, most especially out of the northern region. And when it comes to the northern region, I think it is within AKENA's right to try and push UPC, to try and push the UPC candidate in the northern region so that he can bolster his clout in the northern region. This comes at a point when General Yoweri Museveni is trying to penetrate the northern region by hook or crook. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. Peace.